All right, so tell me your name and your date of birth.
Crystal Armendariz, January.
Thank you, Crystal. All right, so two cases we're going to talk about. The first one, new charges or a new charge. The second case we're going to talk about is a misdemeanor warrant that you had.
Okay.
Now, the new charge, controlling a stolen credit card, Class 5 felony. You will have the assistance of a court-appointed lawyer to defend you. Your hearings, they're going to be in Superior Court, downtown Phoenix. They're going to start in the building we call our South Court Tower. And the first court date's going to be next Tuesday, August 13th at 8:30, and then next Thursday, August 15th at 8:30. So next Tuesday and Thursday are your court hearings. Your lawyer will be there. $1,000 is your bail, and it is secured, and it will allow you to work with the bail bonding company.
Okay.
Now, don't have any contact with any alleged victim. Don't return to the scene of any alleged crime or have any contact with anybody that works there, and don't possess any weapons, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, Crystal, you had a misdemeanor warrant out of West Mesa Justice Court. It was for failing to appear on an assault charge from back in 2022.
Right.
I do have to get you back into court so you can get this behind you, and that court date's actually going to be your first court date next Monday, August 12th, 8:30 in the morning in West Mesa Justice Court, and I've put the address and the telephone number of that court on your paperwork so you know exactly where to go and when to be there. Bail is set at $50, so I reduced your bail on the misdemeanor warrant from $500 down to $50. So the total amount of your bail is $1,050. If you need to use a bail bonding company, you're eligible to do that in this case. Just make sure you don't miss any court dates, otherwise you would risk losing your bail money, okay?
Okay.
Questions?
No.
All right, thank you so much, ma'am. Grab your paperwork from the officer. Cole Williamson, and then Amber, you're going to be next.
How's it going?
Good, Cole. I'd ask you the same question, but I probably won't get the same answer. Name and date of birth.
Cole Williamson,
Cole, you're here on two cases. You picked up a new charge. We'll start there, and then you're on probation, and we're going to talk about that probation case because you picked up a new charge. The new charge you picked up, it's a misdemeanor, Class 1. It's interference with judicial proceedings, which means it's an alleged violation of an order of protection. You will be defended by a court-appointed lawyer. You have a hearing coming up. This is going to be in the East Mesa Justice Court. Address and telephone number on your paperwork. And that arraignment hearing is going to be next Monday, August 12th, 8:30 in the morning. Now, your court-appointed lawyer will be there. Bail is set at $750, and it is secured, and it will let you work with a bail company.
all right.
Just don't return to the scene. Don't have any contact with the alleged victim. Don't possess any weapons or drugs, and you need to make sure you obey that order of protection at least until it expires or until the court quashes it, okay?
All right.
Now, Cole, you're on probation, and when you picked up that new charge, it is an alleged violation of your probation, meaning in addition to going out to East Mesa for that hearing on Monday, you're going to have to see your probation judge in downtown Phoenix on Wednesday, August 14th, 8:30 a.m. You will have a court-appointed lawyer for that court proceeding also, and that's in the Central Court building down in the basement. $50 is your bail. So the total amount of your bail is $800. If you need help to post it, you can call and use a bail bonding company. Just make sure you let your probation officer know within the first 3 days of getting out of jail that you've bonded out, okay? Any questions for me?
No.
All right, make your court date so you don't lose your bail money, all right?
All right.
Thank you. Amber. Cynthia, you're going to be next. Amber, good morning. All right, so tell me your name and your date of birth now.
Amber Desi.
All right, so you're here on a failure to appear warrant. It issued on the drug charges you picked up back in April. I do have to get you back into court so you can start getting these charges resolved, and those hearings will actually be next week. Superior Court, downtown Phoenix, South Court Tower. Your court-appointed lawyer will be there for you, and the hearings will start next Tuesday, August 13th at 8:30, and next Thursday, August 15th at 8:30. Bail is set at $700. It is secured, and it will allow you to work with a bail bonding company. Just make sure that if you do post your bail that you don't miss these court dates coming up, because you would risk losing your bail money and picking up another warrant. Generally speaking, Amber, they just raise the bail up. So if they set it at $700 and you miss court, not only do you risk losing that, but you'd have to expect that your bail next time would be higher than $700. No drugs without a prescription, and do you have any questions for me?
No,
Thank you, ma'am.
thank you.
Cynthia? All right, Cynthia, good morning.
Good morning.
Tell me your name and your date of birth.
Cynthia Alviar,
Cynthia, you're here on a bench warrant issued for failing to appear at a status conference on a stolen credit card charge you picked up in January. Now, this is a charge that you were on a diversion program.
Yes.
But the state took you off a diversion. They want to proceed with the prosecution. The court did try to mail out a notice of a court date to the address that you had provided them when you went on diversion, and whether or not you got it or not, the court did at least try to advise you of it. When you didn't show up, a warrant issued for your arrest. So I do have to get you back in. Your court date's going to be next Thursday, August 15th, 8:30 a.m., and that's going to be in the South Court Tower of Downtown Superior Court. You've already been working with a court-appointed lawyer, so we'll make sure that that lawyer knows you'll be back in court next Thursday. Your judge set your bail at $500. It is secured. You can use a bail bonding company to help you bond out. Just make sure you don't miss court next Thursday. You do risk losing your bail money and getting another warrant. And I went back and took a look at your release conditions from the first time you came through. No contact with any victims or co-defendants, no drugs. Any questions for me?
no.
All right, thank you, ma'am. All right, Anthony? Anthony, good morning.
Good morning.
Tell me your name and your date of birth, Anthony.
Anthony McDonald for.
All right, so Anthony, you're here on new charges. 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, class 6 felony. 1 count of assault, class 1 misdemeanor. 1 count of disorderly conduct, class 1 misdemeanor. And 1 count of or 2 counts of criminal trespassing, class 3 misdemeanors. Now, you will have the assistance of a court-appointed lawyer to defend you throughout this case. That lawyer will attend your court hearings with you, and they'll be in the Superior Court, downtown Phoenix, South Court Tower, starting next week. Your first hearing, Tuesday, August 13th at 8:30. You're back in court 2 days later on Thursday, August 15th at 8:30. Bail set at $500. It is secured. It will allow you to work with a bail company. If you do bond out of custody before your next court dates, don't return to the scene. Don't have any contact with any victim or witness. Don't possess any weapons or drugs. And make sure you attend all of your court hearings, okay? Also, it looks like there was an order of protection that was taken out against you that you know about. You need to obey that order, okay?
What is?
Huh?
What is that? I have an order.
An order of protection is an order from the court saying you're not supposed to be near somebody else.
Who?
Hold on for a second. Her name is Elizabeth Galvez.
Okay.
Okay, do you know who that is?
Yeah, but that's gonna be kind of difficult.
It's not going to be difficult at all because there's a court order saying do not. So it's actually very simple. It's not difficult.
So I'm not allowed to be there when my child is born?
For the present time, that is correct. If the person who holds that order of protection wants to go to court and get it quashed, that's up to them. But for right now, you're under a court order not to be there, not to be with that person. You can't contact that person, and you can't be in the presence of that person. All right? And that's ordered by the court. And if you violate that court order, you're just risking coming back here and being held in custody. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir. Jasper Hunter. Jasper, may I have your name and your date of birth?
Jasper Hunter.
Jasper, you're here on a bench warrant. It issued for failing to appear at a preliminary hearing on a number of charges you received several years ago. This warrant issued back in 2018, but I still got to get you back in. You got to resolve the case. Your hearing is going to be next Monday, August 12th, 8:30 a.m. It's going to take place in the Superior Court, downtown Phoenix, South Court Tower. Now, the court had appointed a lawyer to represent you all those years ago. I can't tell you you're going to have the same lawyer after all these years, but you will have a lawyer. okay? So there will be a lawyer. Whether it's the same one or not, I don't know. Your bail is set at $400. It is secured, and it will allow you to work with a bail bonding company. Just make sure if you bond out that you make your court date. You will risk losing your $400 if you don't show up, and another warrant issues for your arrest. Don't possess any weapons or drugs. And do you have any questions for me?
No.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Diane? Diane, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so tell me your name and your date of birth now.
Diana Talamante.
Thank you. All right, so Diane, you're here on a probation case. Your probation officer did allege violations of 2 of your terms. Those are terms 3 and 5. I have a probation hearing set up for you so you can address these alleged violations with the judge, and the soonest we can get you in is next Wednesday, August 14th, 8:30 a.m. You will have a court-appointed lawyer to help you out through all of your probation hearings. So Superior Court, downtown Phoenix, Central Court building down in the basement, $250 is your bail. It is secured. Make sure you call your probation officer within the first 3 days. If you bond out, so they need to know when you get out. Yeah, 3 days to let them know. No weapons, alcohol, or drugs. Questions, ma'am?
Is there any way that I can get the fee waived to transfer it to Tucson?
You're going to have to talk. That's a request you've got to make through your probation officer. So it's basically an inter-county supervision.
Right.
And there is a fee associated with it.
Yeah.
And you have to get it approved. Certain probation cases, they will not supervise you in other counties. Certain ones they will. But talk to your probation officer and figure out exactly whether or not you're eligible to be supervised in Pima County. And if you are, you'll have to pay a fee and they'll have to accept you down there, okay? But talk to your probation officer about that.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. Daniel Garcia? All right, Daniel, may I have your name and your date of birth to start?
Daniel Garcia,
So Daniel, you're here on a direct complaint, meaning that the state wants to proceed on a charge against you that you allegedly picked up December the 11th of last year. It's 1 count of dangerous drug possession, class 4 felony. That charge does qualify you to have a court-appointed lawyer. Your hearings are in the Superior Court, downtown Phoenix, in the South Court Tower, and they're going to start on Thursday, August 22nd at 8:30, and you're back again on Monday, August 26th at 8:30. So remember, downtown Superior Court, Thursday the 22nd, Monday the 26th. I'm releasing you to the supervision of pretrial services, meaning there is no bail to pay. You will be leaving custody, but you're going to have to check in with pretrial services within the next couple of days. You do that by telephone, and the number's on the first page of your paperwork that you're going to be handed here in about 30 seconds, okay?
Okay.
Don't forget to call them. Don't miss your court dates. Don't possess drugs without a prescription. Questions?
No deal. So we released
Yes.
today?
No, actually tomorrow morning. It's 11:40 at night, so sometime tomorrow morning you'll be released.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Alfredo? All right, have him go sit down. We're not quite ready for Spanish yet. We got several.
I had to get an interpreter for you, okay?
Gina? And then Omni, you're going to be next. All right, Gina, good morning.
Hi.
All right, so tell me your name and your date of birth.
Gina Davis.
All right, so Gina, you're here on 2 cases. They're both direct complaints, meaning that the state has decided it wants to proceed on some charges against you that happened previously. Now, in the first case, you're being charged with 1 count of dangerous drug possession, class 4 felony, allegedly occurring October 4th of last year. On the second case, the direct complaint charges you with dangerous drug possession, class 4 felony, 2 counts of narcotic drug possession, class 4 felonies, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a class 6 felony. Those allegedly occurred May 8th of last year. Now, on both of those cases, we're going to handle them together. You're going to have a court-appointed lawyer to defend you. Your court hearings, they're in the Superior Court, downtown Phoenix, South Court Tower, on Thursday, August 22nd at 8:30, and Monday, August 26th at 8:30. Now, your court-appointed lawyer will be there on both of those days to assist you when you show up to court, and I'm releasing you on your own recognizance in both matters. It is your promise to appear at those court dates I just gave you. If you don't show up, warrants will start issuing. You'll have to come back and visit me. Don't possess drugs without a prescription. And do you have any questions? No. Thank you, ma'am. Omni, you're next. Brian, you're going to follow. Ms. Thompson, so you're going to be right after this next one.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Omni, you're welcome. Omni, good morning.
Good morning.
Tell me your name and your date of birth.
Omni Swank McGrath.
All right, thank you. All right, Omni, so you're here on a couple of new charges. The first one, narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony. You're also here on one count of criminal trespass of a residence, Class 6 felony. On those two new charges, you will be defended by a court-appointed lawyer. Your hearings will be in the Superior Court in downtown Phoenix, South Court Tower, and they're going to start on Thursday, August 22nd at 8:30 in the morning, and Monday, August 26th at 8:30. So the 22nd and 26th. Your lawyer will be there to assist you when you check into the South Court Tower. Now, I'm releasing you on your own recognizance, your promise to appear. Make sure you make your court hearing so you don't pick up a warrant. Don't return to the scene of the alleged criminal trespass or have any contact with any witness. Don't possess any weapons or drugs, okay? Questions for me? Thank you, ma'am. Grab your paperwork.